Check this out, $65,000 got deposited in my bank today from 5 different businesses that I run. And I know you guys don't care about business on TikTok, you only care about oceanfront penthouses, but I just wanna share what those businesses were and how I did it. All right, so let's start with the first one. You see that $13,000 one? That is from my software company, and what's really cool about that, it's nearly all profit because there's not a lot of overhead when it comes to software. This is my software company right here. So out of that $13,000, about $3,000 goes to operating costs, the website, the data, and the developer, but I'm taking home about $10,000 from that deposit. As far as starting a software company, I wouldn't recommend it to any beginners because it does cost money to get started. You have to hire a developer, you have to know what you are building a software for. And if you don't have any experience, it gets really easy to just fail at that. So it's not a beginner-friendly business model, but if you know what you're doing and you're interested in like a business that's fun to run, you make a lot of money, software is great. All right, now let's talk about that second deposit, $14,000. That is from my supplement company right here. Now, this is a business that does have a little bit less profit. Out of that $14,000, I'm only gonna take home about $4,000 of that because the other $10,000, $11,000, it goes to marketing, it goes to product costs, it goes to shipping, it goes to customer support, it goes to warehousing. So there's a lot of expenses that come with any sort of e-commerce brand, selling things online, physical products. There's a lot more expenses that come with it. As far as getting into e-commerce, despite what everyone might say online, it's actually not that beginner friendly. You have to build a website, you have to do the marketing, you have to source the products. It's not a one-man job. It's something that you kind of need a little bit more experience for, and you need to try a little bit harder in order to make some money. On top of all that, the profit margins are a lot smaller than you would think. From $14,000 in sales, I take home about $4,000, but it is still good money. All right, so now let's get into these two here. It's technically 2 separate streams of income, but they're very closely tied together. This comes from social media, content creation. That first $7,000 you see is actually from selling programs and courses. And that second $500 you see is actually from getting views on my social media, creator fund, etc., etc. Now, even though I don't make that much money off this one, it is still really cool to make money on social media. With the courses and programs, I take home about $4,000 of that. I have $3,000 in expenses as far as hosting the programs, the websites, and the coaches that teach my students. So I'll take home about $4,000 of that, and then from this $500, it's all profit that goes directly to me. So it's really cool to just be able to make money on social media. The only thing I would say is when it comes to the courses and programs, make sure you actually know what you're doing so you're actually qualified to teach someone. That way you're not just taking people's money. And then 2, no matter what, even if you do know what you're doing, you're gonna get a bad rap because there's always a bad rap around courses and programs on the internet for some reason. Even when I don't make that much there, people come for me all the time. So you have to have thick skin when it comes to that. But it's a great way to make money if you genuinely are passionate or an expert at something and you're good at creating content, because this is where a lot of people are able to break out of that 9-to-5. And the last one, this big deposit right here for $29,000, almost $30,000, is from social media marketing. This is actually the very first business that I started making money online with. It started my journey, and it's when you help businesses with their social media and get paid to do it. Right now I have 18 clients that pay me anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000 every single month. What's really cool about this business model is it's almost all profit. About $25,000 of that I get to take home. Another $4,000 goes to paying my employees because it's a service-based business. I don't really have any overhead. I don't have any products. All I'm doing is performing a service and I'm getting paid to do it. This is actually my marketing agency website right here. Here's some of the stuff that we do for businesses and some of the clients that we've had. I could be a little bit biased, but I do think that this is the most beginner-friendly business model to start because you don't need any money to start. All you gotta do is learn the skill and offer to help businesses. If you guys wanna learn how you can actually get started with social media marketing, I do a free class plug right here. You can click, you can learn all these skills. The skill that made me rich, and hopefully you're able to change your life. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.